Okay, so today I have a video full of lots of things to talk about. Obviously the main body of the video, the SG553 Forgotten Weapon. I found that this weapon's to be actually really good, but I think we'll come back to that in a minute. I've got something else I want to talk about first. Now, as we all know, EA has recently taken Medal of Honor out of rotation. That was me doing quote marks in the air. For the reasons that it just didn't do very well. My opinion is that EA rushed Danger Close to get it finished. They pushed it out too early, had too many bugs in it, and as a result got really low scores from the press. I guess it didn't help that they didn't give out review versions of the game either, so I think that sort of pissed the companies off a little bit, and that's maybe a little bit more biased, maybe why they gave them such low scores, but it's out of rotation and it's not going to be coming back for a while. So this leads me to the question as what are they going to replace it with? Are they going to replace it with maybe Bad Company 3, or are they going to just leave it until Battlefield 4 and then think about it after the release? Now, I think it would be pretty stupid not to release a game at the end of this year like they said they would, but they've also said that Battlefield 4 isn't going to be coming out until 2014, and that's April 2014 at the latest. That was in the Reddit post that was done nearly 6 months ago by the community manager of Battlefield 3 now. So what can we expect in between? Just leave a couple of comments below. Maybe tell me what you think is going to be left in between. Personally, I'm really hoping for Battlefield Bad Company 3. It's a really sort of different game. It's a bit more relaxed than Battlefield 3 has been, and obviously what Battlefield 4 is going to be. Maybe put a little bit of comedy back into the series, because that's what got me into it. I got into the Battlefield series at Bad Company, and I really like the camaraderie between the characters in the single player. So that's what sort of kept me here, to be honest. That's why I'm still playing Battlefield today. Okay, so now switching back to the gameplay that you've actually been watching. Today we're using the SG553, and that is another forgotten weapon in Battlefield 3. This has come from one of the comments on my previous video, which was the G3A3 assault rifle. One of you mentioned that the SG553 is severely underused, and the main reason for that is co-op. You have to get 120,000 points in co-op mode to unlock this gun in the multiplayer. So that means you actually have to take time out of your life to come off the multiplayer, go into the co-op and actually unlock the weapon. But once you do get your hands on this weapon, you'll find that it's actually very good. It's got quite a high fire rate and 700 rounds per minute, and I found that it's to be really good at short range or medium range combat. It packs quite a punch in the first 10 meters. It's got a maximum damage of 25 within the first 10 meters. And as you saw at the start of the video, there was a little clip of Zeba Tower of me taking out 3 guys on the stairs, and that was within 10-15 meters. So it just shows you that that high rate of fire and the high damage really does quite well here. But as you start to engage targets at longer ranges, you'll find that there is quite a lot of horizontal recoil, being 0.4 on a right hand side pull. So if you stick a foregrip on there, that'll sort that out. But it's controllable at medium range, but anything longer than maybe 50 to 60 meters, I'd say that you're sort of pushing your luck at trying to get a kill, maybe even at 40. So it's good for sort of like rush gameplay like here when you're in and around the objective, trying to get a few kills here and there, and it's always good for close range. But anything longer than maybe 50 meters, you're looking at maybe having to switch to another weapon. In addition to the foregrip, I'd also recommend the laser sight. That's going to be really good for close range combat, obviously, because you don't actually have to be aiming, you can just hit fire and it gives you a better accuracy at that range. And also, I've already mentioned the foregrip, and then any sight of your choice. Obviously that is your preference, I'm just telling you how to best utilise the weapon, but then obviously the sight is your choice. However, I would recommend sort of a red dot sight or a holographic, because they tend to keep your surroundings so that you can still see them. So you can see what's going on and see if there are any enemies to your sides, and make it easy for you to be more aware of the situation you're actually in. Yeah, so it is a severely underused weapon. I'd really recommend you guys to go and actually try it. It's now, like the G3A3, it's now become my primary weapon for the engineer class. That being that and the ACWR, because the ACWR just rocks when it comes to rate of fire. Yes, you have to fire more bullets to actually get the kill, because it's only got a damage of I think 22, which is quite low, which sort of hinders it. But this obviously at close range with a high rate of fire and a high damage really does sort of pile through the bodies. Just a quick little tip actually, you could always double assign your right mouse button to include sort of a toggle for the laser. So if you're playing, let's say, the Close Quarters expansion pack, you're going to be using the laser quite a lot because you're going to be coming at enemies around the corner. So giving you that extra accuracy at close range is vital. But when you are actually aiming down sight, if you set the toggle laser to the right mouse button, that means when you aim down sight, it'll turn the laser off, which makes you a little bit less of a target because your enemy's not exactly going to know where you are, which may give you a split second to fire the first shot, and then you may end up winning the gunfight. So just to round off this video, I've actually got a little sort of like a poll for you guys, I suppose. I've got a new intro that I've sort of edited myself. It's off a template, but I've changed some colours and the timings and all of that kind of stuff. The two are running up on side by side now, obviously with my current one being on the left and the new one being on the right. I just want to know what you guys think, if you'd like me to do a new intro for my videos. I'm personally not quite sure it fits for my kind of videos, so I might have a look at some other stuff, but I really want to know what you guys think because you're the one watching my videos at the end of the day, so your opinion matters more than mine. And just a final quick note, I am going to be playing some DayZ soon. It's been something that I've wanted to do for quite a long time now. Sort of wanted to get into it when the mod was first released, but Battlefield kind of got in the way, and it's sort of taken me along my road on YouTube just with Battlefield. Well, I want to change things up a little bit, maybe put a bit of DayZ in there before the standalone comes out, and then fully kick in when that does release, and get some sort of episode series going with a couple of my mates maybe. It's such a laugh when you play DayZ. You can die sort of like 4 times in a row and not care, and it's really good fun, and I hope you guys will enjoy it, but don't forget to leave a comment to let me know if you actually wanted to see it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.